Hi everybody, this is lesson 5 of discourse marker, which is conclusion or giving conclusion discourse markers. So this is special and which is different from the rest for discourse markers. Conclusion, as you understand from the name, conclusion, when you conclude your paragraph writing or you conclude your oral speech, there must be just discourse markers which concludes your speech and your thesis or your paragraph writing. A speech without conclusion is nonsense, which means that if someone may not understand, may not just lend his or her ears during in the middle of the speech, he or she may get conclusions of the speech. The same is true for writing. Yes, if the central items or the central idea is not clear, someone may directly come to the conclusion, or he or she may get the intent of the writing. All right, so conclusion has valuable contribution for speech as well as for writing skills, especially for paragraph or maybe dissertation or thesis. Yeah. So let me start here. አምስተኛው የዲስኮርስ ማርከር አይነት ኮንክሉዥን ማጠቃለያ ስንሰጥ ማጠቃለያን ሊያሳዩ ሊገልጹ የሚችሉ ዲስኮርስ ማርከርስን ነው የምናየው። ምክንያቱም አንድ ንግግር ማጠቃለያ ከሌለው መቋጫ ከሌለው ምናልባት ጣዕሙን ሊያጣ ስለሚችል ማጠቃለያ የግድ በንግግር ላይ መካተት አለበት። ምናልባት አንድ ሰው by default የስፒቹን ዋና ሐሳብ የስፒቹን መካከል ላይ ያውን ስፒች ካልተረዳ ማጠቃለያ ላይ መጥቶ በቀጥታ የተባለውን ነገር መያዝ ይችላል። ራይቲንግም ላይ ስንመጣ የፓራግራፉን ራይቲንግ ዋና ሐሳቡን ሚድል ፓርት ኦፍ ዘ ራይቲንግ ሜቢ ማን by default ካልተረዳውት ኮንክሉዥን ላይ መጥቼ ስለ ፓራግራፉ ስለተቀመጠው ሐሳብ ማግኘት ያስችለኛል ማለት። ስለዚህ ኮንክሉዥን ከፍተኛ አስተዋጽኦ ነው ያለው for speech and for writing. So that's why I want to give emphasis and present through my YouTube channel here. Conclusion, the expression here is some extent different from that of the rest of discourse markers. So these phrases are summarizing, in short, in summary, to summarize, in conclusion, and to sum up. And frankly speaking, on just in conclusion, in conclusion, and conclusion, to conclude, on to summarize, on the whole, and all these are examples of conclusion discourse markers. እነዚህ እዚህ ጋር ያልዘረዘርኳቸውም ሌሎችም አሉ። እነዚህም በተጨማሪ conclusion discourse markers ነው የምንላቸው። Let me give you an example for each discourse markers. They always come at the beginning of the sentence because there is preceding ideas. There are preceding ideas. So beginning from this conclusion discourse markers may summarize the key points what I have written before. Yes, I have written before. They are most of the time come as introductory. ለምንድን ነው እነዚህ ኮንክሉዥን ዲስኮርስ ማርከርስ መጀመሪያ ላይ የመጡበት? ከነሱ በፊት ብዬ ወይም ተናግሬ ወይም ጽፌ ያለፍኩት ሐሳብ ስላለ ለነዛ ማጠቃለያ መስጠት ስላለብኝ በአረፍተ ነገሩ በሐሳቡ መጀመሪያ ላይ ተጠቀባቸዋለሁ ማለት ነው። That's the key point here, and they can be separated by a comma from the rest of the sentence. In short ብዬ to summarize ብዬ ኮማ የግድ ያስፈልገኛል። ከሌለ ስርዓተ ነገር ነጥብ የጎደለው ነው፣ አረፍተ ነገሩ ትርጉም አይሰጠን ይችላል ማለት ነው። In short, the strategies that you employed were remarkable, modern, and systematic. So the speech that I took was about the strategies, the different strategies. That's my intent of the speech or my intent of my paragraph writing, the strategies that I employed. የጻፍኩት ወይም ያወራሁት ጉዳይ ማንም የሆነ ሰው ስለ አንድ ጉዳይ ለምሳሌ እንግሊዘኛ ቋንቋን ለማሻሻል የሚጠቀምባቸው ስትራቴጂዎች ላይ ይሆን ይችላል። Let me just speak orally here. We have some different ways. So we have some different strategies to improve our speaking skill, our English language, especially English language, the four major schools. The first strategy is, just practice and practice and practice. The more you practice, the better you improve your English language skills, either speaking, writing, reading, and listening skills. So the value of practicing is important, and it brings a dynamic change for someone is speaking, someone is learning English language. The second strategy that everyone can employ, which is watching English news, watching what's called watching films, news, watching news, and also listening BBC News, CNN News, yeah, things which are in English, yeah. So watching in English videos, they may just help me to improve my language skills. So this will be the second strategy. The third strategy will be reading English fictions, short stories, brochures, magazines, newspapers. If you read these kinds of supplementary materials, you expand your vocabulary knowledge as well as for your speaking skills. So the value of this strategy is also high. So everyone should employ this strategy. In short, if all that you want to improve your English language skills, should employ this strategy and bring and just a good change. This is all about it. Yeah. አሁን ምሳሌ የሰጠሁት ስፒች ነው። አሁን እንግሊዘኛን ለማሻሻል የምጠቀምባቸው ስትራቴጂዎች ብዬ ስለነሱ አወራው። ፋይናሊ ስለዋራኋቸው ጉዳዮች ሰመራይዝ አድርጌ ያስቀመጥኩት ማለት ነው። ራይቲንግም ላይ ልክ እንደዛው ነው። ያ to summarize, the cause of the problem we are three, and each has its own impact on the student's achievement. Yeah, to summarize, what are the causes of the problems? Causes of the problem. My talk is about causes of the problem. The problem may be students' problem. Why students are absent from the class? The first cause is they are busy for houseworks. The second cause may be they might have less interest. The third cause may be the societal problems. The fourth may be economical problems. And the fifth may be parental problems. I've talked about causes of the problem. So to summarize the causes of the student's problem, I might use one of the conclusion discourse marker to summarize. In conclusion, the cause of the problem is serious. So we'll just solve or design or adjust some solutions to overcome the problem. So that is conclusion to summarize. Okay, you have to just use your point of view regarding how you conclude your points either in a speech or in writing. Yeah. In summary, their poor result came from their personal and psychological factors. In summary, so the previous experience were the personal factors and what are the psychological factors. So the paragraph or maybe the essay talks about psychological and personal problems that affect for the students' poor result. ስለዛ ጉዳይ ነው የጻፍኩት ማለት ነው። ፓራግራፉ የሚያወራው ስለ ተማሪዎች ውጤት መቀነስ፣ ዝቅተኛ ውጤት ማምጣት፣ በተለይ ሁለቱን ፋክተሮች ፐርሰናል ፋክተር እና ሳይኮሎጂካል ፋክተሮችን አውርቼ ከመጣው በኋላ ሁለቱ ዋና ፋክተሮች እነዚህ ናቸው ብዬ በሰመሪ መልክ ላስቀምጠው ስፈልግ in summary their poor result came from their personal and psychological factors. Some students' result has below the minimum learning competency. One of the problem is personal problem. The other problem is psychological problem. When we say personal problem is they do not just have a study plan and lead their study habits with a scheduled study plan. This is the first personal problem. The other personal problem is they have less interest in learning, yes. And the third one is they do not do the classworks, homeworks, assignments, something like that. They do not ask questions and something like that. The other problem which affects the student's result is psychological problem. Psychological means students have psychological problems. The first one is maybe they may have their life is below their friends, so they feel inferiority. So they are not eager to learn their education. Yeah, psychological problem. And the other maybe they may not have economical problem. They may have economical problem, psychological. there is something in their mind, maybe psychological problem. They do not get role models where graduated from universities, the place where they lived. Yeah, so that's psychological problem. And also there is something in their mind. Maybe they have poor appetite, poor learning style. So this is also a kind of psychological problems. In summary, to summarize, to conclude, the students' poor result came from their personal and psychological factors. Thank you very much. This is also the way how I conclude my speech or my writing uses this conclusion discourse marker. So I want you encourage to use these conclusion discourse markers either in speech or in writing. In conclusion, the difference appears from two voice different perspectives on the given regard. So it's also the same meaning. Yeah. So this part of discourse marker is conclusion discourse marker. So I encourage you to practice by using these discourse marker phrases and expressions, and I hope you will do it. I hope you will write a wonderful paragraph. I hope your speech is remarkable, energetic, and every audience may like your speech. So don't forget to use these conclusion discourse markers. I want to remember one thing, the last, which is subscribe and like and share my YouTube channel, please. And don't forget also to write comments. That things which I want to add, things what I want to publish, which are important to you for your academic, for your special purpose, and try to just write down. Thank you very much.